What's up YouTubers, Johnny DIY here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to build an easy wood fence gate or garden gate. I'm going to show you guys a full step-by-step guide to do that. I'm also going to show you guys a cool trick for mounting and hanging the gate that makes it a lot easier. So if you guys are new to my channel, please do me a favor, subscribe, click the bell so you can get all my new videos, and let's get to this one. Okay, now before we build the gate, we're going to want to measure between our two posts, and we're going to want to check from between the top, middle, all the way down to the bottom. We're going to take the measurement that's the smallest and subtract 1/2 inch. That way we're going to be able to have room for the hinges and the expansion and contraction of the wood. Okay, so here's a little sketch of the frame of the gate. Here's the post and the hinge side. This top piece is going to be the full width. The bottom is going to be inside these two rails that come down from the top. And then this is our Z brace. You always want to put this at the top opposite of the hinge side or coming up from the hinge side to the top. That's going to make the gate real sturdy and give it support away from the hinges. Now to join the frame together, I'm going to be using pocket holes, and you just need to do them 2 on this bottom one right here, and then these ones right here going up, and then the Z brace, but we'll do that after we get that cut. You could just toenail the frame together, but with these pocket holes it's going to be a lot stronger. So you get these nice pocket holes, and it's going to be a lot easier to put together this way. I'll make sure I go ahead and put a link down in the description to one of these jigs, as well as all the other tools and supplies I'm going to be using today for you guys. Okay, now I'm going to connect the 2 side rails to the top board. And for these joints, you're going to want to use these 2.5 inch long pocket hole screws. Just hold it tight. Then I'm going to put our lower support. Goes in between the 2 rails. I'm going to put that about 4.5 inches up because I'm going to end up running a board across the bottom to make the gate a little taller than my 6-foot pickets. Okay, we don't want those pocket holes to show, so we'll go ahead and flip it over. So this will be our finished side of the gate. My hinge side is going to be on this left side right here. That means the support's going to have to come from this upper right corner down to here. This underneath our frame. And then on the top corner, we're going to go ahead and line up this right hand edge right in that nook. And this bottom left hand corner, we're going to go ahead and line up this left hand side of the Z brace right into that. Then with both of them lined up, we'll take our pencil, go ahead and trace that. That way we're going to get a perfect fit for any size gate if you do it this way. So the pocket holes on the brace, you got to line up 90 degrees to your cut. Let's see if I got a fit. Oh yeah, perfect. The only thing I did mess up is I accidentally put the pocket holes on our finish side. Oh well. You can caulk these bottom pocket holes so the rain doesn't drip into these and rot out that joint. Okay, so here it is all done. Now this is kind of a long span from the top to the bottom for the pickets, because there's these big gaps right here and right here where the pickets will kind of be unsupported. I think I might go ahead and split it in the middle and do 2 pieces here. So we'll do the same thing. We'll slip a board under and we can trace it. Okay, I think I got the holes on the right side this time. Frame all complete. Now we're going to start putting on the pickets. Going to do that bottom kick panel. I'll go ahead and square up this bottom piece, and then I can put this on, and then I'll be able to just jam those pickets up against the top. You don't have to pre-drill if your fence boards are pretty wet, but if they're getting a little dry, it's best to pre-drill so they don't split, especially towards the end. Now if you measure the width of your pickets first, you can make the opening an even amount of pickets. But on mine, I'm left with maybe less than an inch gap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna split the gap on the sides, one on each side, a little bit of gap, and then the pickets. That way I don't have to rip down a really skinny piece to try and fit in there. It end up splitting anyways. We can go ahead and take a straight edge, square that up, draw a line across. That way we'll be able to get our screw holes nice and straight. I like to use these 2-inch screws on gates. It makes it a lot more rigid. So we'll put the screws on all 3 cross braces, and then we're going to put it on the Z brace too. Want to countersink them just a little bit because this wood's going to shrink. Okay, now it's time to put the hinges on. We're going to be using these 8-inch T hinges. The bigger the hinge you can get, the better support it's going to give. You can do these T hinges where it's the straight on this side and the strap that goes to the fence, or you can use these strap style hinges like this. These ones are especially good if you have a wider support than a 4x4, if you have another rail going this way to tie it into that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and find the center of our support for the hinge. Go ahead and mark that out. That way when we take our hinge, we can line up these straight holes and mark our holes. And go ahead and put a piece of tape like this on your drill bit so you can use that as a depth guide so you don't drill through the face. And then I like to rub some candle wax on these lag bolts. Helps them go in easier. And I like to just use a ratchet. You can use power tools, but you can end up over tightening them and they can kind of get loose in the hole with power tools. Try and pre-drill and drive them in as straight as you can. I like to use pretty much as long of lags as I can. All right, there we go. Let's go hang this thing. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys a little trick to hanging it. We're going to go ahead and take a scrap piece of lumber that's as wide as our opening. We're going to screw it into the posts. Then I've clamped a scrap of wood across the top of the pickets of the opening so that we can get the gate to the top of that so it's nice and level with the rest of the fence. That's why you want to make your gate maybe a couple inches shorter than you want it, because you want to raise it up off the ground so it's not dragging or hanging on the ground. I'm going to put a couple scrap boards on the ground so we can set the gate on that and get it nice and plumb. Alright, I've got it placed to the height I want with the shims underneath it, and I've got it lined up to where I want it on top. Now we're going to take our level and we're going to get it plumb. This will ensure that the gate doesn't swing open or closed. Once we've got it nice and plumb, we're going to go ahead and drive in a couple screws into the frame of our gate from that scrap board. Now we can go ahead and install our hinges, and we don't have to worry about the gate going out of plumb while we do that because it's being supported by our brace. Now we're going to want to pre-drill the holes for our hinge. Same thing, use the candle wax on them. And I like to finish them off by hand if I'm going to use the power tools. Okay, moment of truth. Now we can go ahead and take our support out. Kick those boards out from underneath. Looks like it's hanging. And swinging. Okay, now we just need to put the latch on. Then I'm going to go ahead and drill a hole through so we can put a string through. Then I put a string through the hole to the top of it. And also, if you put a weight on the top, it'll close a lot easier. You can also use a piece of baling wire, works really well, just going through there. Let's go ahead and put a nice little handle on here too. Alright guys, and that is how to build a nice and easy wood fence gate. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and click the bell so you can get my new videos. And any questions or comments, go ahead and leave those down below and I'll get right back to you. Thanks for watching Johnny DIY. Keep on doing it yourself guys. Take care.